Good day, mathematician. This video will be exciting and challenging. We will answer two items from the exercise 1.1, number 23 and number 94 specifically. Let's move on. In exercise number 23, we are going to graph the system of equations as a pair of lines in the xy plane and solve the system and interpret it. The two given equations are 2x minus y is equal to 5 and 5x minus y is equal to 11. There are two ways on how to graph the system. The first way is the traditional graphing method or the manual way. The other is the modern way. Let's do the traditional way first, and later on, I will recommend some applications that might help us to graph easily. The things you need in manual way are pen, ruler, and graphing paper. The first thing we need to do is to get the y-intercept and the root or the x-intercept. To get the y-intercept, let x is equal to 0, and to get the value of the root, let y is equal to 0. Now, let us graph the first equation, which is 2x minus y is equal to 5. So, substitute the value of x, which is 0, to the equation. We have 2 times 0 minus y is equal to 5. Cancelled out the 2 times 0. Then we have negative y is equal to 5. To get the value of y, we need to divide both sides by negative 1 or multiply both sides by negative 1. So, y is equal to negative 5. As you get the value of the y-intercept, plot it in the graphing paper. Then, let us solve for the root. Let y is equal to 0. Substitute 0 in the equation, so we have 2x minus 0 is equal to 5. Cancelled out the 0, so we have 2x is equal to 5, So to get the value of x, we need to divide both sides by 2 or multiply both sides by 1/2. So we get x is equal to 5 over 2. As you get the value of the x, plot it in the graph and connect the x and y intercept, and that will be the graph of the equation 2x minus y is equal to 5. So let's graph the next equation. Same process with the first one, just need the y and x intercept, then plot the given value. As you can see in the graph, the approximate value of x and y is 2 and negative 1, respectively. To get the exact solution set of the system, we need to do the eliminating method. Take a look with the two equations. Eliminate the x or the y. In this case, I eliminate the y. So we multiply the first equation in negative 1. So we have a new equation, which is negative 2 plus y is equal to negative 5, and 5x minus y is equal to 11. Cancelled out the y, and then get the sum of the two equations. The sum of the two equations is 3x is equal to 6. To get the value of x, we need to divide both sides by 3 or multiply both sides by 1/3. And the value of x is equal to 2. To get the value of y, pick one equation among the two and let x is equal to 2. So let's get the first equation, 2x minus y is equal to 5. So substitute the value of x. 2 times 2 minus y is equal to 5. We will get 4 minus y is equal to 5. The next thing you need to do is transpose the 4, and it will become negative 4. So we have negative y is equal to negative 1. The next thing you need to do is to divide both sides by negative 1 or multiply it both sides by negative 1. Then the value of y is equal to negative 1. As you can see, solution of system corresponds to the point of intersection of lines. It has one solution and consistent. Let's move on the modern way. I recommend to use GeoGebra and Potomath. This is how to use GeoGebra. First, of course, you need to open the application. Then the first thing you need to do is to input the two equations, and after that, click the intersection, and then the application will provide the solution set of the system. Look closely to the following steps. Is Potomath. In Potomath, you need a pen and a clean paper. The first step you need to do is to write down the two equations, and then open the application, go to the camera or the scan in the application, and you just need to scan the written equations, and after that, all the information you need is there. Look closely to the following steps. Let's answer the next number, which is number 94. In exercise 94, the graph of two equations are shown and appear to be parallel. Solve the system of equation algebraically. Then explain why the graph is misleading. To solve this, we need to use the eliminating method and to find if there is solution set. The moment that we know this equation has solution set, the graph is really misleading, because having a solution set means the two graphs are intersect to each other. To eliminate the x, we should multiply the first equation into -13 and the second equation into 21. Then, we are going to have a new two equations and we need to get the sum of it. So, cancelled out the x, and the sum of two equations is 8y is equal to 2520. To get the value of y, we need to divide both sides by 8 or multiply both sides by 1/8. Then we can get y is equal to 315. Using the value of y, we need to pick one equation among the two and substitute the value of it. So let's try it with equation 1. We have 12x minus 20 times 315 is equal to 0. So we can get x is equal to 300. This system has one solution set, which is x is equal to 300 and y is equal to 315. And this indicates that the graph is not parallel but they intersect to each other. That is the one reason why the graph is misleading. Another way to check if the graph is misleading is that we need to solve both equations in y of the given system linear of equations. So, in equation 1, we will get y is equal to 21/20x, while in equation 2, we will get y is equal to 13/12x minus 10. And as you can see, the graph is misleading because the slope of the equation is slightly different.